shouldn't be hard. Life should be a fun-filled adventure every day. So now start joining up dots. Tap into your talents, your skills, your God-given gifts, and tell your boss, you don't deserve me. I'm out of here. It's time for you to smash that alarm clock and start getting the dream business and life you, well, of course, are dreaming of. Let's join your host, David Ralph, from the back of his garden in the UK, or wherever he might be today, with another jammed-packed episode of the #1 hit podcast, Join Up Dots.
Yeah, good morning to you, and welcome to Join Up Dots. Right, we've had an email, and I thought, yeah, this is brilliant, and I want to give it a round of applause. I want to give it everything I possibly can, because this is one of those moments that you kind of think, yes, this person has got it. She understands it. The penny has dropped that creating income and income streams isn't hard at all, because the information's all out there already. It's such a brilliant email. I'm going to give it a round of applause. I'm going to give it, I'll just give it another round of applause. That's how good it is. But Sarah from Brookside in San Francisco just says, do you think that copying and improving upon existing ideas is a valid and effective strategy for entrepreneurs in today's business world? Yes, it is. And now, we're not talking about just copying, but what we're looking at is looking at the concept of what somebody's doing and then improving it, making those ideas better. And it's easy to fall into the trap of believing that to get a successful business or to create some income streams, you require, groundbreaking innovation or coming up with something new that no one's ever seen before. But if you actually look at the business sort of world generally, it reveals a different truth. And success often involves copying and improving upon existing ideas. We hear this all the time. Success leaves clues. And you don't really have to come up with anything new. All you've got to do is find something that's out there already that will work in an environment that hasn't got a lot of competition, and then bring it to the world. And in fact, a significant majority of the successful startups that you can see in the world today thrive by just taking what already exists and doing it better. And this approach is vital. It's vital for entrepreneurial success. Don't try to be too clever. Just copy, but then improve. Okay? Now, that's the key thing. If you want to be successful, you've got to understand that imitation is a powerful form of validation. When you enter a market where others are already there, you're essentially entering a place that there's already demand. Okay, I'd be more worried about going into somewhere that nobody has done it, nobody's thought about it, more than a marketplace that's sort of already thriving. If you go down my local streets, literally it's just hairdressers and barbers all the time. And just the other day, another one started, and he was giving free haircuts for a whole week. And of course, that's a brilliant marketing ploy, because people go, oh, I have a free haircut. They go in and hopefully they get a happy experience. And then he's already sort of taking custom from someone else. Now, what he needs to do is look at what everybody else is doing and look at his competitors, and then really do sort of a gap analysis. Look at what they're doing, but what he thinks the ideal customer actually wants. Now, when I go to hairdressers, I've got a guy called Jay now, and I just say to him, I want it like this, Jay, but shorter. And he says, fine, bang, and he does it. And that's perfect for me. I don't want to be going, oh, I want a little bit off the side, I want this. I can't be bothered. I just want to have exactly the same haircut for the rest of my life. I'm at the age now, you don't try anything new. You are where you are, and I'm happy with that. But other times I've been to hairdressers and they do, would you like a cup of coffee? And would you like a hot towel around your face? And would you like to burn the hair in your ears? And all these kind of extra stuff, which is all very nice. But does it take away from actually what I want in a hairdresser. I want somebody to just give me what I've exactly had before and minimum effort. So you've got to understand what your competitors are doing, but really, really understand what your customers want. That's the key thing. And I think that's a bit that a lot of people skip. They get excited by a concept, they jump out, but they don't really understand or ask, I suppose, what your customer really wants. And when you're copying a business, it's quite easy to go over, if I was doing a hairdresser's business, I would Google all the hairdressers locally that I could find, and then look at all the Google reviews and find out what the people like about the thing and what they don't like about the thing. And I'd start using that. Now, I haven't actually spoken to anyone at all, but this is real life feedback. And you can do this on Amazon. You can do this on anywhere that leaves sort of customer reviews. And it builds that validation. It builds that validation, but takes it to the next step. You're learning from other people. And taking those dots, and as we say, I believe that by joining up the dots and connecting our past is the best way to build our futures. History is filled with examples of businesses that have just gone and built upon those dots, built upon the innovations of others. If Apple didn't invent the smartphone, they simply took what was already there and refined and improved upon the concept, creating the product that people love today, their customers really enjoy. And this approach allowed them to become, one of the most valuable companies in the world. I think Google was the 14th search engine. It wasn't the first one, but it had that track record of seeing what was working and what wasn't and built upon it. So let's deal with the elephant in the room straight away, okay? And this is one of the things that knock people back. They believe that if there's other people in a marketplace, there's competitors, then they've got to move on and find somewhere else. There is room for everyone in a market. In today's globalized economy, the customer base is vast and consumer preferences are diverse. Even if there's numerous competitors in a space, each can find its niche or differentiate itself through better service, superior quality, or whatever, or unique branding, just by doing their own thing, learning. So let's summarize it so far. Okay, so the very first thing is you don't have to come up with anything new. You just have to look at what's already out there and copy it. And if you can build it around your own knowledge base, you're ahead of the curve. And then look at what other people are doing and look at why companies have failed and look at the reviews on Google and stuff and start jotting down everything to build your gap analysis. You want to take your business to where others have worked towards. So you're leapfrogging, and the next company can come along and do that on you because they will learn by the things that have worked as well. And it doesn't mean stagnating. This is the thing is, it encourages that continuous innovation. If you are an entrepreneur in this space, you've got to be looking for ways to enhance your products or services, which then is less risky. It's you're not making it up. You are just improving upon the existing ideas, and that risk of financial risk or time risk or whatever, it kind of gets taken away. You're entering a market with a proven demand, that's there already, a clear customer base, and you are looking at what other people have done already, and so you're 6 months ahead of the curve. You're going to be sustaining your business in the long run. So it really is key to understand that success in business is not about groundbreaking innovation. It is about copying and then improving. You don't want to just copy it exactly. You'll probably get away with it, to be honest. But just copy and then improve upon existing ideas. And all the startups out there that have done really well understand the significance of this approach. It's testament, I suppose, to their spirit and the entrepreneurial spirit of building upon the past. We'll say this again, join up those dots and connect the past is the best way to build the futures. I don't just say those words at the end of every show because it's a nice thing to sort of say, because it's kind of joining up dots kind of thing. It actually means it's important. So whether you're one of a million people pursuing a similar idea or venturing into an established market, remember there is plenty of room for everyone in the world of business. Success awaits those who can effectively copy, improve, and adapt to the ever-changing landscape of sort of commerce and business. So don't spend all your time trying to come up with something clever. Just look at something that's already working and bring your own thing into it. And I would say literally every person, I can't think of one person, maybe there has been on Join Up Dots, who has come up with something totally new and unique. It's almost impossible, and it's a bad way of doing it. So for, was it Sarah? It was Sarah, yes, from Brookside in San Francisco. I would say that your question, do you think that copying and improving upon existing ideas is a valid and effective strategy? Yes, yes, yes. Take the effort away. Take the risk away. Find the competition and just look at what they're doing, and you will be ahead of the curve. So it was a really brilliant question. I really thank you for sending that in. And everybody out there, you're surrounded by businesses. You're surrounded by income streams. You could literally knock one out every single day because it's already out there. It's proven. Walk past anything. You could start a bank. You could start a hairdressers. You could start a garden business. You could start a online podcast. You could start coaching business. Whatever. Just look at what's already out there. Copy it. Put your own spin on and learn from feedback and iteration about what your customers want, and then it starts to come together really quickly. So do that, and let us know. Drop us a line at joinupdots@gmail.com if you've suddenly come up with some ideas. You're looking at things and thinking, yeah, I could do that, and let us know, and we'll share it with the world, because it's so important as you continue to move forward and become the biggest, brightest, sexiest version of yourself. The world is waiting for you. Until next time, my friends, thank you so much for listening, and we'll be back soon with another episode of the Join Up Dots podcast. It's this, you know. See you later. Bye-bye.
That's the end of Join Up Dots. You've heard the conversation. Now it's time for you to start taking massive action. Create your future, create your life. It's the only life you've got. We'll be back again real soon. Join Up Dots, Join Up Dots, Join Up Dots, Join Up Dots. Join Up Dots.